Okay, I've made quite a few videos. I simply have not edited them or done anything with that footage. So eventually maybe I'll do that and we'll just end up with videos that don't make sense in chronological order. It won't be in chronological order. Um, that being said, I recently moved. So I have a new studio room at my new house. I haven't set it up yet because I have a lot of other things to unpack, and this has really been kind of not like my top priority room. And also some of the stuff that I have to do to get it ready is a lot, and I've been putting it off. So yeah, I'm just gonna kind of show you my process of getting this room ready, setting it all up, and I'm really excited. First things first, I have this big chest trunk thing back here. There we go, change the angle so you can actually see. So yeah, this is really, really nice. I got it from a friend. The only thing about this is that it did have a little bit of water damage on the inside. So all the paper, I had to scrape that all out of this. And I've got all the sides, the top, and I'm halfway down the bottom. I literally spent the entire day yesterday scraping on this trunk. Like I probably started at like 11 o'clock in the morning, and by like 9 o'clock I was finally like, okay, maybe we call it a day on this, because even though it's just half of the bottom, it's like so close to being done, I literally could not do anymore. So I'm gonna finish that first, because to unpack and put a lot of stuff away, I need this. One of the shelves in my old place was there when we moved in, so I don't have that shelf anymore. And then one of our other shelves that I also gotten, we actually are using as a bookshelf now because we have just so many books. So my space is a little bit different what I have for storing, because I only have two smaller shelves now, and I think I want those to be mostly reserved for yarn. I'd also like to say, I'm aware that there's probably a better way to scrape this out, but I don't really have a lot of tools, so what I have is one of these like blade thingies. I don't really even know what this is for. It's for some art stuff. I have two of these. Blade from an X-Acto knife and a spoon. I don't really have, I had like one of those paint like mixer scrapers, but it was A, made of plastic, and B, old. So it broke pretty early on in this process. So yeah, this part here is wood now. It's about here is the line where it's still a bit of this like thick cardboardy paper. You can see there. When it gets wet, you can really see like where the line is of what I need to peel up still. Okay, I finally scraped the rest of the paper out. There's definitely some spots that are not perfect. I think maybe in the spring or summer when the weather's nicer, I'll bring this outside and I'll sand it and probably seal it. But for now, this is gonna have to do. I scraped all the paper out. That last like half bit took me about an hour and a half to finish. But I am nothing if I'm not determined as hell. I don't know why I can work through the stupidest projects, but I do, and now it's done. So now I can work on the rest of this, which you'll see in a second is a lot. I have, I think 3 or 4 boxes of stuff. And then I have 3 big bags of yarn, and then a few other kind of like miscellaneous totes of stuff. So yeah, let's get into that. So I'm actually taking a little break because I just realized it's like almost 2 o'clock and I haven't had lunch yet. So I'm finishing off some ramen that I got the other day. It's mostly just noodles at this point, and that information is not needed or necessary. I'm gonna eat soup. I forgot that it also snowed, so I actually have to go and shovel my front walk. So I had food and kind of took a little break. Is it snowing right now? So I'm gonna do that, and then back to organizing my mess. So this is the current situation in here. Here's all the boxes and bags I need to unpack. Obviously there's like some garbage. I have to clean that stuff up from my scraping. Shelf there. So I've got this shelf, my chest, and another shelf over here. I also have like that thing there, but that's already full of like my embroidery stuff. And yeah, a few bins and stuff. So let's unpack. First thing I think that makes the most sense is hanging up my pegboard, which is gonna go here. So I need to move this stuff that's here out of the way. This goes this way, right? Sure. Guess what I should do is probably measure 37-ish. Measure this. It's 28, so that's 9, so I need 4.5. Right. How do people even measure things by themselves? Honestly, that math is not mathing. I don't know how to do this in a way that works. That's fine. Oh no, okay, that does check out. I don't know if this is a good height. I'm going to assume it's good enough, honestly. I'm all about good enough. Okay, I just checked and I said my storage was full, so I had to delete some stuff, so I have no idea what was missed. But I found some screws to use. There's a fishing lure in this bucket. Is that ASMR? I don't actually know. I don't think that is. I think that's too loud. So I got this up. There's like these little feet, which I thought were also supposed to go back here, which I did on one side, but I couldn't get the other one. So I actually don't think they're supposed to. I think they're just supposed to go on the bottom one so it doesn't like hit. But I guess we'll find out when I find the other ones if they have feet or not, because I don't know. And I just know that they're in a box somewhere, but I don't know where that is. So my phone storage is super full and I deleted a bunch of stuff, but it still might not be enough to actually film all of this. So if the quality changes partway through, it's because I had to switch to recording on my computer. I think my best bet is to kind of organize into piles right now of what's gonna go where. This is kind of crazy right now. I think piles is gonna be where to go from here. Okay, so I know it seems very chaotic right now in here, but for the most part, like the piles I have are pretty good. That like makes sense for me. My yarn is in this area. I have a small pile of canvases. My paint is in here. This has a bunch of stuff in it. There's like crochet patterns that are just loose. And then I have over here that you can't really see is all my fabric, which is gonna go in the chest. My sewing machines and my Cricut are over here that I think I'm gonna put on this shelf, like lower down. Some yarn on the shelf over here, and then also things that I might need while I'm sitting at my desk that I can just reach over. I don't have to like rifle through anything. This big stack behind me is finished stuff. Some of my like market stuff is there, which I don't really know what I'm gonna do with some of that. I don't really want it just sitting there in a big stack, but I also don't want to put it in the basement, so I don't know. It might end up being just like two like bins, like just side by side, kind of doing their thing. I also have a pile that you can't see that's like literally right here. That's just stuff that needs to not be in this room, like a wig. I'm not sure I'm fully satisfied with how the pegboard's up. It's not quite how it was, but I can't quite remember how it was. Like I know these things are right and that, but the rest isn't quite right. It might have actually been the other way around. I can always change it around. That's really not a big deal. It is almost 4:30 now, and I am going to trivia tonight, so I really want to get this done in the next like 2 hours. I'd say like an hour and a half. I'd like to be mostly done this. I can finish it tomorrow when I'm done work, but I would like to be mostly done because I have to like shower and make myself look not like this, because I mean like shirt's good, but I am wearing like sweatpants and I need to wash my hair. What's in my pocket? Ooh, a button and a glove. Cool. That part was actually the part I was dreading the most because I had to fold all that fabric. I guess the next part I'd be dreading the most would be all the yarn because I don't know how I want to organize it yet. This Rubbermaid here is projects I've started or things that I need to mend or upcycle. There's still quite a bit of stuff that I have no idea what I want to do with it. It's time. Time for all the yarn. So this is not quite all my yarn, because I do have one project in the living room. So this is basically all my yarn, which like is actually not as much yarn as I thought I had, which is great, but it's still also a lot of yarn. So I need to figure out where I'm gonna put yarn. I think most of like my blanket, like really chunky yarns, I'm gonna put over there. Over here we'll do some smaller yarns because I use them more. I think the yarns that I'm gonna like reach for the most while I'm like probably sitting at my desk, I'll put here. Did I maybe make a huge mistake by throwing all this yarn on the floor, just hoping that the video would look cool? Yes, I definitely did. This sucks. This is a horrible idea. I hope the slow-mo worked out and it looked cool at least. Otherwise, I will be sad. Over here, but it's my chunky, bulky, super bulky fuzzy yarn, because I think this is technically a 5. Oh, a 6. I mean, I guess, whatever. So that stuff's all over here. I have a pile kind of here that is 2 different yarns that I bought to make a very specific project like 2 years ago. Oh, maybe more than that. Maybe getting closer to 3 years ago. Oopsie. I think I'm finally actually gonna finish it. When I bought the yarn, I was feeling very ambitious. I was still kind of learning. So I have all the yarns for that. I was gonna make one for me and one for my partner. And I have made about a quarter of one for my partner, and that's it. I have all of my weight 4 yarn, which is a lot because it's my favorite yarn. And then I have some smaller yarns, which is very few because I am not a huge fan of them. But I think I will start maybe with the bulky yarns because they're going to take up the most space. And I have to see what I can fit on that shelf over there. So obviously it's not perfect yet because there's still some stuff that needs to get like kind of moved and put away. But here we go. There's my desk, my pegboard, printer, this first shelf that I've got kind of my books and notebooks, yarn, other stuff, yarn, projects and yarn. The rainbow IKEA bag down there is scrap yarn that I'm making a scrap blanket into. This is decor stuff that needs to get put away. This pile is market and finished stuff that I'll probably just do in like 2 piles. I hate this. I hate the way this looks, but everything at least is like put away. I probably will change how things are at some point, but for now this is good enough, honestly. More yarn, my sewing machines, my Cricut, the fabric and stuff in the chest there. Coat rack because I have nowhere else for all my coats to go. And yeah, so that's it. My yarn room is done. This is my new studio room. It will get cuter. It will get organized better at some point. But for now, this is what I got. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this and it's not too long or annoying. And if you didn't like it, then I don't really care, honestly. Okay, bye!